Ja, idag vi fejrer de NUG, National Unity Government, NCNI Rearings. ဒီနေ့ကျွန်တော်တို့နော်ဝေနိုင်ငံလုံးအတိုင်းအတာနဲ့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ်ကျွန်တော်တို့တစ်ကမ္ဘာလုံးအတိုင်းအတာနဲ့ပဲဖြစ်ဖြစ် NUG ဒီ National Unity Government ကိုကျွန်တော်တို့အတိအမှပြုတဲ့အနေနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာအခမ်းအနားလုပ်ရခြင်းဖြစ်တယ်တိုးတော်လည်းပဲဒီမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုရိုနာဗိုင်းရပ်စ်အခြေအနေကြောင့်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီနေ့ဒီမှာလာခွန်းလူတွေစုယုံခွန်းမရှိတဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့မဖြစ်ဖြစ်အောင်ပဲဒီမှာ2 မီတာအကွာအဝေးစီနဲ့တချို့ဒီမှာမြို့တော်ဝင်ရဲ့ပြီးရင်ဒီကခရစ်တက်ကမြို့တော်ဝင်ဟောင်းနှစ်ယောက်ကနေစကားပြောပေးမယ်ပြီးကျွန်တော်တို့ပန်းချန်ကောမဒီအတွေ့အမှုအိုက်တိုင်းကနေစကားပြောပေးဖို့ဖြစ်ပါတယ်အခုပြီးကျွန်တော်တို့ပထမဦးဆုံးအနေနဲ့ဒီတော်လှန်ရေးအတွက်ကြာဆုံးသွားတဲ့ရဲဘော်တွေကိုကျွန်တော်တို့အလေးပြုတဲ့အနေနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမြန်မာပြည်တစ်ဝန်းလုံးမှာပဲသူတို့တပ်ဖြတ်ထားကြတယ်ကြာဆုံးသွားတဲ့ရဲဘော်တွေအတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ပန်းလစ်ပွင့်စီနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့အလေးပြုမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နော်Ni kan lägga blomster NON icke kommer samtidigt så kanske oföre lägger blomster först. Aku di hakaro chenoru fulan nyurawun phit pare. Next di haka chenoru cream tatka New Rowan Hong, writerဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာတယောက်နဲ့တယောက်နီနီကကဆူဝေးခွင့်မရတဲ့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ခက်ခွာလေးနဲ့ja der Chin ja ja da yes cool Faji tax keduaသူကအဝေးကြီးကနေလာရတာဖြစ်တဲ့အခုဒီဟာကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ထော်ကဲ overland ဖြစ်ပါတယ်အခုဒီဟာကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ Ivan ကျွန်တော်တို့နော်ဝေးရောက်ကြတဲ့ကနေကျွန်တော်တို့ကိုကူညီဆောင်ရှောက်တဲ့မျိုးမီမျိုးပါတွေဖြစ်ပါတယ်အခုကျွန်တော်တို့ဆီးရီးယားနိုင်ငံသားဖြစ်တဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့မိတ်ဆွေအငယ်ချင်းရဖြစ်ပါတယ် Lars, du kan komma upp nu. Lasse. Tack ska du ha. Thank you. Och det sen. Aku di hakaro channel pa be lo aku athaya de music anupinya sound system ni ma aku ya de ku Nelson khupchon ki pare ခုสไลด์ทางดำคุยชิงဖြစ်ပါတယ်Tascadere ha no Biska invitere ufere uve contestant ခုကျွန်တော်တို့မြို့တော်ဝန်ကနေစကားပြောပြဖို့ဖိတ်ကြားပါတယ်
Ja, takk for invitasjonen. Det er et privilegium å ha et sånt sted i kommunen vår. Et sted der en markerer støtte til både fredsbevegelse og demokratibevegelse, og det er spesielt Burma, eller Myanmar, som er i fokus her på dette stedet. Samtidig så men har et sånt sted som markerer viktigheten av demokrati, så er det et internasjonalt sted.
It is a privilege for us to have this peace park here in Froland, Norway, and it is especially a park for the country of Myanmar, of course. But we are really, we appreciate so much that we have this opportunity to support the people of Myanmar in this time.
Kampen for demokrati, for frihet, for menneskerettigheter foregår særlig inne i landet, selvfølgelig.
And the struggle for democracy and human rights and freedom is happening especially inside the country's borders, Myanmar country, of course.
Det er umulig for oss i vårt fredelige land å forestille oss de kostnadene og den prisen folket der nede betaler for å få tilbake noe av den opplevelsen av fred og frihet som de har mistet nå.
And it's impossible for us to even imagine the price that people are paying and the struggle they have now to get back some of the freedom that they tasted during the years of democracy in Myanmar.
Det folket nå har mistet, de opplever de nå. De motsetningene opplever de nå i forhold til hva de har og hva de hadde.
So the people of Myanmar now are really experiencing the contrast between what they used to have for some years and what they have today.
Den kampen som de kjemper nå, den koster liv og den koster blod.
And the struggle they are having now, that you are having now, it costs lives and it costs blood.
Vi skulle helst sett at kampen kunne foregå på et fredelig vis, og at det var mulig å nå inn til myndighetene på fredelig vis.
We would so much wish that this struggle could happen in a peaceful way and that it would be possible to communicate with the ruling government in a peaceful way.
Men folket har erfaring, og de kjenner til at kjempe på demokratisk vis mot et diktatur, det umulig.
But the people of Myanmar have experiences through many years, and they know that to communicate with a military regime is just impossible to do in a peaceful way.
Det å oppleve støtte fra hele det internasjonale samfunn og fra landsmenn rundt i hele verden, tror jeg er av stor verdi for det burmesiske folk i dag.
We do believe that the international support that the country and the people of Myanmar are experiencing today, and also from all the people from Burma who live around the world, is of great importance in the struggle that you are enduring.
Så det for oss her i Froland å ta del i den kampen sammen med våre burmesiske venner, det er et stort privilegium.
And for us here in Froland, it's really a privilege that we can contribute and participate in this struggle together with our Burmese friends living here.
Så markeringen i dag av den nasjonale enhetsregjeringen som NUD, som er tema i dag, det er et sterkt ønske hos oss alle om at de skal lykkes en dag og overta makten i Burma.
So today this special event is actually marking our support for the NUG, the National Unity Government, which we all hope so much that will one day take over and govern the country of Myanmar.
Vårt lille bidrag her I dag kan være en liten bit som kan være med og påvirke til at de skal lykkes.
And our little contribution here today will be a small piece of this big struggle that our common joint measure and goal will be achieved.
Takk skal dere ha for initiativet, og takk for at vi får lov å være med her I Froland.
Thank you for the initiative here, and thank you from us here in Froland that we could be a part of this.
Hello.
I thank please
Når vi inviterer Reidar.
Now we will invite Reidar to come and speak some words. He is one of the key people among the Burmese people living in Grimstad, a neighboring municipality to Froland.
Da får jeg si noen få ord på vegne av alle burmeserne I Grimstad.
Then I would say a few words on behalf of all the Burmese people living there in Grimstad, where I live.
Jeg må bare fortelle først at flere vil nok ha gjerne komme hit I dag, men de med I et stort prosjekt der nede I Grimstad med å lage parseller der de dyrker sin egen mat. Og I dag skulle de gjøre ferdig parsellene for å starte produksjonen.
So I'm sure that many of the Burmese people in Grimstad would have enjoyed being here today, participating with us, but today they have a special project in their place. They are growing their own vegetables in small parcels of a big field there, and today they're going to complete this work, so they were prohibited from coming today.
Og så må jeg si for min egen del, som har fulgt burmeserne helt fra de kom første dagen til Grimstad.
And as one of those who have been following the Burmese people all the time since they first started coming to Grimstad,
før de kom, så var det veldig lite jeg kjente til burmeserne.
I need to say that before they started arriving, I knew very little about the country of Burma or Myanmar.
Det var veldig lite vi lærte på skolen om Burma.
We learned very, very little about Burma in our schools.
Første gang som jeg for alvor fikk kontakt eller skjønte noe fra Burma, det var I 1988, og alt det som skjedde da.
The first time I actually got to know anything about what was happening in Burma was in 1988, and with the events that took place that year.
Og det gjorde et veldig inntrykk på meg å se folkemassen der nede som strømte ut på gatene og viste fantastisk mod.
And it made such an impression on me to see how the people of Myanmar at that time just teamed into the streets and showed such a courage and such an excitement for what they were thirsting for and working for.
Og jeg tror det var første inntrykk folk I Norge for alvor fikk fra det som skjedde I Burma da.
I actually believe that that was the first time that the people in Norway in general got any understanding of what was happening in the country of Myanmar.
Og hele perioden fra da Burma ble en egen stat og frem til den tida, så var det dunkelt for de aller fleste for oss her I Norge.
And the long period before that, since the days when Burma became an individual state and until 1988, it's like a period we had no knowledge really about the situation in that country.
Men så, da de flyktningene kom I 2003, da åpnet seg en ny verden for veldig mange av oss.
So when the Burmese refugees started coming to Norway in 2003, a totally new world opened up to many of us.
Da skjønte vi litt av historien etter hvert som de kunne fortelle for oss det de hadde opplevd.
When they started sharing with us face to face the things that they had endured and experienced, we started to understand a little bit more about the history of Myanmar.
Og jeg var til stede på et stort møte nede I Kristiansand. der vi skulle bli informert om de burmesiske flyktningene som var kommet, og som kommer videre. Og det var folk fra alle kommunene, store delegasjoner. Og så var det en som ble kalt fram og skulle fortelle litt. Han står her, John Mang.
And at that time I attended a meeting in Kristiansand, a bigger city nearby here, and they had a special information meeting about the Burmese refugees coming to Norway and from the different municipalities around. They were gathered there, and at that event there was one representative of the Burmese people coming that was introduced to share something, and that man is John Mang, standing right here.
Da han fortalte fra Burma og flukten og alt det der, og når de kom til Norge, og så ble de møtt av norske folk med flagg, og politiet var vennlige, og det gjorde et veldig sterkt inntrykk på forsamlingen da de hørte John Mang der og da.
And at that time, John Mang was sharing about how he had to flee his country and all the things he experienced. And then when he came to Norway and people were receiving them as friends with flags and the police were treating them friendly and politely. So the way that John explained that and the contrast to his own country, it made a great impression on me.
Og nå har det gått snart 20 år fra den tida, 18 år cirka.
And since then, almost 18 years have passed by.
Og da har vi lært å kjenne enke mennesker, og hørt hvordan de flyktet, og hvordan de hadde det. Og mange norske har blitt godt kjent med burmesere, og følger veldig med på det som skjer der nede akkurat nå.
And during those 18 years, we have learned to know individual people from Myanmar, and we have heard their stories, and a lot of people here in Norway are strongly connected to the people, to the refugees who have come from your country.
Og så har vi fulgt med hvordan det skjedde gradvis litt lettelser, og de begynte å bli litt bedre i Burma, og folk kunne ta kontakt med familiene sine, og de kunne reise på besøk, og vi så at det, og trodde det var en lys fremtid.
And as years passed by, we observed that the situation in Myanmar was improving and getting better, and we saw that the people who had come to Norway as refugees, they were little by little able to travel back to their home country and visit their relatives, and we all believe that now things are heading really in the right and good direction.
Og så plutselig så skjedde det noe bare for ganske kort tid siden. Plutselig så vi noen sterke bilder på TV-en.
But then just a few weeks ago, suddenly it happened and we started seeing these very sad and dire pictures coming on the TVs.
Og plutselig var det mange håp som plutselig ble knust.
And many hopes were immediately crushed by what happened at that time.
Og det gjorde et veldig sterkt inntrykk på mange og på meg å se bildene der nedefra. Den voldsomme kraften og ondskapen som var i juntaen, da de slo ungdommer, kvesta de, skaut og alt dette. Det var et veldig sterkt inntrykk.
And we were shocked and perplexed by all the visual things we saw, by how the police and the military were shooting people, even young people, and using this violence that's like even unheard of. It shocked us a lot.
Og så gjorde det et veldig sterkt inntrykk på meg, og så se de unge som strømte ut i gatene, dag etter dag, og trosset motstanden, og fløy ut, og var der, gikk fredelig. Det var veldig mektig å se unge mennesker, den kraften som var i dem.
And we were also really stunned by seeing all the young people coming out of the houses and into the streets, and how they were showing their resistance against the military rule and how brave and bold they were. It made a great impression on us.
Og det mange som nå følger med sterk spenning det som kommer til å skje der nede. Og jeg veldig imponert over det de har fått til. En uke står det her, at de har klart å stable på beina en eksilregjering, fullt bemannet. Det veldig imponerende.
And a lot of people are now really following closely what is happening in Burma, and we are so impressed by how the politicians in exile have been able to establish this national unity government that we are celebrating today, and how they've been lining up ministers to the different ministerial posts. It's an impressive work that has happened.
Og det mange mennesker, troende mennesker, som ber om at det må skje en fredelig oppvelting, så demokratiske folk kommer inn i alle posisjoner.
And a lot of believing people are praying also that there will be a peaceful turnaround and change, so that those who are truly elected by the people to govern the country can have the position of government and parliament.
Og jeg en av de som ber for det.
And I'm one of those praying for that. Thank you.
I stay safe you nå vi inviterer Jan from Syria. Så kanskje du oversetter på norsk? Thank you, Øystein. Vær så god, Jan.
Hei.
I was thinking it was much easier for me.
Jeg skal snakke engelsk, det er mye lettere for meg.
First, I am living here in this nice commune from 5 years and a half.
Først alt så har jeg bodd her i denne vakre kommunen i 5,5 år nå.
Exactly next May in 2016 I come to Froland commune.
Det var i mai 2016 at jeg kom til Froland kommune.
I see the first flykting in this commune is Burmisk.
Og jeg skjønte det at de flyktningene som hadde kommet først hit, de var burmesiske.
So the first question I asked John,
Så mitt første spørsmål til John, det var:
these people in this commune like refugees or not?
Er det sånn at folk her i Froland kommune liker flyktninger, eller gjør de ikke det?
That's the first question. So John, he loved things so much,
Og da lo John veldig mye.
and he told me here in this commune, all people are human beings.
Og han sa det at her i denne kommunen så er alle mennesker mennesker.
So I saw that these people, Burmisk, know exactly it's people, it's good. All people, he had the same right, and that is very important because I know another flykting in another country don't see the same right. So this is big problem. So that meaning
Så jeg så det ganske fort, at flyktningene fra Burma her i Froland, de ble behandlet med respekt som alle andre mennesker. Og det er veldig stort og veldig viktig, fordi det er faktisk ikke sånn alle steder, så det er ingen selvfølge at flyktninger blir behandlet likeverdig.
so that meaning Myanmar or Burmese people is very snail and very smart, and they can accept another culture. It's very easy.
Og jeg skjønte også det at disse menneskene fra Burma, de er veldig snille, og de er veldig smarte også, og de er virkelig i stand til å akseptere mennesker fra andre kulturer også.
And I think I can make the best friend from Burmese.
Jeg tror faktisk at mine beste venner, det er blitt mennesker fra Burma.
But about political life in Myanmar, I know little about the history, and I know little about a great state, for example, China or Japan or USA. He have something to take from this country. So this, in English we said, a dirty game.
Når det gjelder historien til Myanmar eller Burma, så kjenner jeg litt til den, og det jeg vet er det at det er mange store land rundt i verden, eksempelvis Kina og USA og Japan, som er interessert i å ha forsynt seg med ting fra Burma, og det er det vi kaller for et skittent spill.
That meaning, for example, Chinese not suppose the military Burmese, and for example, Japanese suppose another part from this society, because you won't never ever unite this society. You must separate it. Civil society.
Så på grunn av dette så er det da noen land, for eksempel Kina, som støtter enkelte deler, støtter militærregimet, Japan støtter da andre aktører, og det er fordi at de ønsker egentlig ikke å få en fredelig ordning i Burma.
So that only the people, the peace people, will destroy it, and this bad thing will happen to Burma. I think this situation take a lot of time to fix it. I think we we need 1 or 2 generations to fix this big mistake in our society.
Så jeg ser det sånn at det har skjedd store og alvorlige feil i historien til Burma som kommer til å ta lang tid, kanskje en generasjon eller 2, å egentlig få fullstendig orden på.
So, yeah, I think this is very bad, but very important what to know, very important the next generation. Because when we work so hard in this situation till try to change till best, till better, that means it's good for next generation.
Så det er selvfølgelig veldig trist at det er sånn, men når det nå jobbes så hardt som det blir gjort i Burma og av mange andre aktører rundt i verden, så må vi tenke sånn at det her kommer i hvert fall til å komme til nytte for neste generasjon, om ikke før.
So, but more important for me now, I am living here in this very snilla people and very good communa with very good folk like all this. And my target will make very good in this phone, and we work hand by hand.
Men for meg da, så er jeg veldig heldig som får bo her og være sammen med snille og gode mennesker i Froland, og stå sammen med de og jobbe sammen hånd i hånd.
So, thank you.
Så tusen takk.
Takk skal du ha. Jeg tror nå Einstein Oceans Aku General Aung San Suu Kyi Banchan Atui Skapyo Pipare Vashaku.
Thank you so much. Hello everyone. Mingalaba. We are here from the Aung San Suu Kyi Park in Froland, Norway today. And it's springtime and it's sunshine. It's a little bit cold, but it's beautiful. And the more that we reflect on how blessed we are here, the more we feel strong love, compassion, and commitment to you, the people and the country of Myanmar, as we see with our own eyes the situation that you are in now. Not everyone may know about Aung San Suu Kyi Park, Norway, and the work that we are doing. So I will give just a brief review. This park, where we are right now, was established here in Froland in the month of June in 2016. It's almost 5 years ago. The vision of this park is to support the universal values which Peace Prize laureate and State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi represents. Democracy and peace, freedom and equality. The park represents beauty and cleanness, unity in diversity. The trees and the flowers, the colorfulness of the forest, the water behind me here, the sky up there, the earth, it all symbolize humanity and life itself. In the situation that has now emerged after February the 1st and the coup that took place, we must all stand together based on the various conditions and opportunities we have to see Burma experience true democracy. The park here itself comprises a unity of Burmese and Norwegian as an example of oneness in difference. And we support the CRPH, we support the non-violent CDM movement, and of course we support strongly the National Unity Government that we are celebrating just today. The Executive Committee here at the Aung San Suu Kyi Park, we utilize the opportunities we have to influence through contact with embassies. The Norwegian embassy in Yangon, for example, we are in contact with them. We are in contact with businesses and politicians. We are engaging major Norwegian companies in Myanmar, like Telenor and Jotun. We intend also to push on our Norwegian politicians now when NUG is a reality, that they will make a stand and have a clearly expressed support to the National Unity Government without waiting for other countries always to go first. Lastly, the only one really powerful weapon that our enemy has is fear. And they use that weapon in every way possible. But fear cannot prevail in the long term. If we are able to expel fear out of our lives, then we can, and we have actually won the major battle. For me personally, I know no stronger power than the power of love. Love for our neighbors, love for our country, love for life, for freedom, and for hope. And for me as a believing Christian, love from God, love for God. So my encouragement to you all, beloved brothers and sisters in Burma, as you have to endure all the pain and hardships inflicted on you by the military, is indulge in love, not in hate. Hate will lose, love will win. God bless you all. Thank you. Salai Mang, I want to sing a little song also, especially to the people of Myanmar that I love so much.
Yeah, aku general di Swedenနိုင်ငံမှာနေထိုင်တဲ့ဒေါက်တာစလိုင်းလျံမှုစခေါင်းရဲ့အမျိုးသမီးပို့ထားတဲ့စာကိုဟိုအတမ်ဖိုင်ကိုဖွင့်ပေးမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်။နော်မစ္စကာရီယာတန်ထန်တတီထောင်လျန်အစုံပွေးအင်ဖလူလန်ဟာ so အခုနတီဒေါက်တာစလိုင်းလျံမှုစခေါင်းကြောက်တော့ကြောက်ပေါ်လာပြီသူရုံကန်စခေါင်းနော်ပို့ထားတဲ့အထက်မှာဖြစ်တယ် Han Dr. Slang Lamskong are no Minister of a Federal Minister NUG government.